Today we are going to talk about using Gather Content for your case review. To start, you'll first receive an email invite from Gather Content. This will allow you to log in and set up a password. After doing so, you'll land on this page here that'll have the main project with the content you're going to review. For this example, we are using family medicine as a project. After clicking on the project itself, you'll see the folder of the case that is assigned to you. Click on the folder name, which will be the case name, and you'll see the actual case content with 4 pages showing. The first page is instructions and guidelines, the second page is case content, next is self-assessment questions, and then the case editor checklist. They are numbered so that you can work through them in that order. Start with the instructions and guidelines page. This page is divided up into 2 parts. The top part has a list of useful resources. You may want to reference these throughout your case review. And the bottom part offers content review guidelines. These may be specific to your discipline and will also be very important for you to review. Please read all the content on this page, and when you're done, go to the top to update the status. Click on Ready for Case Editor, and then choose the alert bell. Here you'll want to loop in your associate editor and your production associate by using the @ symbol. The @ symbol will bring up the drop-down menu from where you can select both of those people. Click the blue Complete and Notify 2 People button, and you are done with this page. Next, click the hamburger at the top left and proceed to the next page, Case Content. This is where the majority of your work will happen. To start, please know that there are 3 tabs at the top of the page: Content, Feedback, and Learning Objectives. The Feedback tab can contain important student feedback or educator feedback that you'll need to incorporate into your case review. Be sure to visit this tab before beginning your review. It's also possible there may be no feedback. Next, click on the Learning Objectives tab. Each case will have associated learning objectives. Once again, these must align with the content of the case. If there are edits in the case that affect learning objectives, you'll need to make sure that you come back to this tab and update the learning objectives as well. Now we'll go to the Content tab. This is where the majority of your work will happen. The top part of the page contains instructions, but as you scroll down, you'll see the case content. There are 3 different ways to make edits in a case. You can add text, delete text, or change text. If you're going to add text, first add in the text you would like to add to the case, highlight it, and then select the comment bubble. It's very important that you have all of the text highlighted. Within the comment box, type the word add, and then click the blue send button. Next, you can change text as well. First, type in the text that you want to change, overwriting what is currently there. Highlight the new text, select the comment bubble, and type in the word change. Click the blue send button to ensure the comment remains on the page. Next, we'll show you how to delete text. First, highlight the text that you wish to delete and choose Strike Through from the menu that pops up. Now choose the comment bubble as well, and here type in the word delete and click the blue send button. There may be an occasion when you have a question on a text that you want to ask your associate editor about. When that happens, it's a similar format. Highlight the text, choose the comment bubble, and within the comment bubble, first type the @ symbol, choose your associate editor's name, and then type the comment itself. Now click the blue send button. Your associate editor will receive an email with your question and the attached text. Again, it's important that you highlight all of the text that you have questions on. Please use this protocol for your entire edit of this case. When you are done, you'll want to go up to the top and click on the status Ready for Case Editor and update it. by clicking on the alert icon, and again using the @ to loop in your associate editor and production associate. Click the blue Complete and Notify 2 People button, and you are done with this page as well. Moving on to the self-assessment questions page. Here again we have a top section with instructions. This page then contains all of the self-assessment questions that are associated with this case. Most cases have between 4 and 7 SAQs. Each SAQ has its own text box. As you can see here, there's a text box for question 1. Below the text box are 3 different boxes with radio buttons and check boxes. You need only to worry about the very first one. After editing an SAQ with the same protocol that you used in content, add, change, delete, or reach out to your associate editor with a question, please then choose the appropriate radio button below the question itself. You can indicate whether there were no changes made, whether there were edits made that needs to be updated, or whether the question should be removed completely. Do this for all of the SAQs in your case. When you're done, move back to the top of the page again, click on the status and update it using the alert icon. Be sure to mention your associate editor and your production associate. Last but not least, we move on to the case editor checklist. The last page you'll need to go to is the case editor checklist page. This page also has instructions at the top. It is then divided up into about 10 different sections that will be listing each of the items you need to review during the case editing process. Please read each item next to each checkbox, ensure you have completed that item, and then click the checkbox. If there's anything you have not completed, please go back into the case, do that item, and then return here. As you get to the bottom of the checklist, you'll see an area where you can indicate whether you have a Zoom meeting scheduled with your associate editor. Please choose one of the radio buttons here. At the very bottom, add in today's date. This will let us know what date you completed this checklist. Once you are done, the very last step is to update the status. Again, choose the alert icon, mention your associate editor and production associate, and click the Complete and Notify 2 People. Your work is now complete. Thank you very much for your time and expertise. If you have any questions, reach out to your production associate and we will be happy to help.